It's Mike D at downpeppertreelane.com. I'm up in Crestline, California, up in the woodsy hills above the lake of Crestline. It's a beautiful sight, and this is the eastern side of the lake with the dam, and this is definitely the quieter side. And you can rent like canoes and rowboats here. Crestline's the first town once you drive up the hill from LA. So you could be here from LA within an hour. Now, if there's snow and you have to put on chains, all bets are off. Could be a big problem for you. But anyway, this is December and not a drop of snow on the ground. This is Southern California, after all. So there's a nice trail around the lake. There's a few people down there. I think you can see a really nice little nature walk. So on the western side of the lake is a water park for screaming teenagers that's open in the summer. So if you rent a cabin on the western side, be aware of that. You're going to have screaming kids and frolic and play. And if that's what you want, then you'll be happy on the western side. So once again, I'm on the quieter eastern side. And Crestline is a town of about 10,000 people. It doesn't get a lot of publicity. It's just a little more working class, not quite as glamorous as Lake Arrowhead, which is pretty world famous. So it's a bit underrated. At the time of this taping, end of 2024, you can get a 2-bedroom cabin here or a 3-bedroom cabin for, I would say, starting at $350. And then if you want a nice one, maybe $450 to $500. And a beautiful, chalet would be like $600. So that gives you a ballpark of the price of real estate. I have been told it's really hard to rent in this town. If you want to rent by the year, it's really tight. But if you want to come up for the day like me and rent a hotel, you should be fine. I'm paying about $100. Boy, I'm just getting aromatherapy. All the scent of the pine is incredible. I'm going to snap off a branch and put it in my car for like an air freshener. But aromatherapy is very powerful, and the pine is really cleansing and healing. And it's for free. It's all around here in Crestline. They were not hit by the big fire this year, but Running Springs was pretty hard. They barely saved that town. And there used to be like little insurance companies all around these hills, like Mom and Pop's Insurance. They're all gone. It's really hard to get insurance for fire up here. And you have to do what's called the California Fair Plan, which is just sort of a government plan. It's not as good as private, but that's how it works up here, unless you've been grandfathered in with your insurance company or want to pay more, a lot more. So anyway, Crestline has a top town, which is really fun. I just spent the lunch hour in Top Town, and they had gift shops and really cool little knick-knack stores with like gourmet olive oils and vinegars and hot chocolates and popcorn. And I like all that stuff. I know you pay a bit more, but you're supporting the small business, and it's a treat for yourself. After all, it is the Christmas holidays at the time of this taping. So it's important to get out of the city, clear your head, take a walk around this fine lake, and just have a chance to breathe in the pine air. So Top Town, it's small, but you can walk around it. I went to a cafe for a good smoothie and a hot dog, which I really liked. And a very healthy smoothie, by the way, with carrot and ginger and apple. And then Downtown has a huge grocery store, but it's really nice. It has an old-fashioned candy store in it, a really good deli, and a gift shop. So it's a big, beautiful grocery store. I would definitely check that one out. And there's a McDonald's here, believe it or not, of course, but not a Starbucks. There's very few corporate stores up here. It's mostly mom and pop, and they want you to shop small businesses. I really like that. So downtown has they have a hardware store. They have a really good local cafe and coffee house to hang out in. Even like a vinyl record store and rock shops if you're into rocks and like crystals, which I am. I collect those, so definitely cool rock shops. Antique stores, I definitely have been antiquing all this morning. That's in my wheelhouse. You guys know that. So vintage items and thrift stores have some good deals. I have picked up a few things. And very nice people, too. They're very, very friendly to the tourists, which is the lifeblood of this town. And you can rent a cabin here, too. You don't have to stay in a hotel. There aren't many hotels or motels up here. You can definitely just, if you go to like DuckDuckGo online and Google cabins in Crestline, you'll find real estate agents that specialize in cabins. That's probably what I would do. That's your best bet. So it's at 4,000 feet. They get a dusting of snow, but not huge snowpack like Big Bear. The Big Bear is at 7,000 feet with real ski resorts and everything. This is more of a local town. Some people go to here to retire. Some people just work in retail, don't have a lot of money, more lower middle class, and the rents used to be cheap here. They're higher, so it's probably tight for a lot of people. There's not a whole lot to do up here. I mean, you can do it in the weekends. So for the local townies, I'm not sure what they do all day long. I mean, I don't know if they get heavily into like gossip, which is something I try to avoid at this point in my life, or it's just a big soap opera. I don't know. But hopefully they have hobbies and, things to really keep them busy all year long. Really cool, unique cabins for sale up here. It's not tract housing at all. There's no stucco or cement like in LA. It's all really woodsy and charming. Even gingerbread houses like Hansel and Gretel. Oh, here's a canoe going by. I told you guys. I paid those actors to do that. So yeah, you can rent a canoe or you can launch one on the east side of the lake, I believe. Very peaceful. And then a little bit higher above Crestline is Twin Peaks. Very tiny town. I mean, a gas station, I think a liquor store, and that's all she wrote. So Twin Peaks is more of a neighborhood, although I think there is a good lodge, a good place to eat there. And it's really, really beautiful and pretty and lots of hiking trails and such, but don't expect a big town. But having a gas station is crucial, and that liquor store is absolutely crucial because you need, your cheese and crackers and all that when there's piles of snow. And it does snow more in Twin Peaks. I've been up there with 2 feet of snow, and they don't. Okay, if you're going to buy up here, you have to find out a road that they plow on and tell your agent, like, you want to be on a road that they do the snow plow. Because some of the smaller lanes, they're really pretty and everything, but they don't plow on them. And some are dirt roads, and your car might not be able to handle a dirt road. See how nice I am? See, I'm giving you all the inner secrets here. I know real estate. I've bought a property up here, and anyway, so Twin Peaks is like a little hamlet or a village that's at 5,000 foot level. There's no ski resorts. There's still not any ski resorts. There's no lake in Twin Peaks, but it is definitely has some nice neighborhoods if you want to buy a property and be away from the tourists. I mean, Crestline is full of tourists downtown and in top town. So you have to be okay with that, and that's how they make their money. And just be aware there's, tourists everywhere coming up for the weekend, especially. All right, I've given you the lay of the land. I'm at the visitor center right above the lake, so you might want to start here at the visitor center. And there's even model boats. Like I saw this little marina where there's like remote controlled model boats you can rent, or it's part of a club or something. So no movie theaters here, no bowling alleys. There are some art galleries. And small town living and really clean air and really charming. So that's it. Go to downpeppertreelane.com, check out my store on eBay, my cool jewelry, and support the channel, support my work and my travels, and like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Mike D at downpeppertreelane.com.